everyone, and welcome back to the AGF channel. Today I have for you a tutorial on how to make this crossbody bag with an adjustable strap, but I decided to incorporate a little quilty element by using a UFO quilt block for the front of the bag. If you don't have an extra quilt block, you can make one or use a solid piece of fabric if you wish. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the AGF channel for more DIY sewing content. Here is what you will need. 2 11 3/4 by 6 1/4 inch pieces for the lining, 2 16 1/2 by 1 1/4 inch strips for the lining, 1 16 1/2 by 2 1/2 inch strip for the lining, 11 3/4 by 5 1/2 inch pieces for the lining, 11 3/4 by 1 1/2 inch strips for the lining, 2 16 1/2 by 1 1/4 inch strips for the exterior, 1 16 1/2 by 2 1/2 inch strip for the exterior, 1 11 3/4 by 6 1/4 inch piece for the exterior, an unfinished block or another UFO, 4 11 3/4 by 6 1/4 inch pieces of interfacing, 4 16 inch by 3/4 inch strips of interfacing, 2 16 inch by 2 inch strips of interfacing, a buckle and slider, 2 yards of 1 inch cotton webbing, 2 zippers that are 20 inches and 14 inches, an object to curve corners, pinking shears, scissors, pins, a fabric pen. First, take your UFO and cut out a piece that is 11 3/4 by 6 1/4. Next, take your 1 exterior rectangle and your 2 interior rectangles that are 11 3/4 by 6 1/4 and your object to round your corners. Draw a line following the curve of your object with your fabric pen and cut each corner. Do the same for your 4 interfacing rectangles. Also curve 2 of the corners on your 11 3/4 by 5 1/2 inch piece for the interior. Take your interfacing and iron them onto the wrong side of the corresponding fabric pieces. The 11 3/4 by 6 1/4 inch pieces onto the same size fabric pieces, 4 16 inch by 3/4 inch interfacing strips onto the 2 16 1/2 by 1 1/2 inch strips of your exterior and the 2 of your interior, and the 2 16 inch by 2 inch interfacing strips onto the 16 1/2 by 2 1/2 inch strips of your exterior and interior. Grab your 14 inch zipper and your interior strip that is 11 3/4 by 1 1/2 and place it right side down, lining up with the top of your zipper. So 1/4 inch in place, then top stitch. Do the same with your 11 3/4 by 5 1/2 inch interior piece with the 2 non-curved corners lining up with the zipper. Top stitch this one as well. Trim the excess zipper. Then grab 1 interior rectangle and lay it right side up, followed by your zippered unit right side up. Stitch them together around the raw edges at 1/8 of an inch. Grab your 20 inch zipper and your 2 16 1/2 by 1 1/4 inch strips of your interior and your exterior. Lay 1 interior strip down right side up, followed by your zipper right side up, then your exterior strip right side down, lining up the raw edges. Using your zipper foot, stitch close to your zipper before flipping your pieces and top stitching. Do the same thing with your other strips. Trim your excess zipper and grab your 16 1/2 by 2 1/2 inch strips of your interior and exterior. Lay your interior right side up, followed by your zippered unit with the lining down, then your exterior right side down. Stitch the short ends at 1/4 inch before top stitching. Do the same with the other side. Unzip your zipper about halfway and find the 4 quadrants of your loop, with the side seams being 2 of them. Also find the 4 quadrants for your quilted front, your exterior back, and your 2 interior rectangle. To begin assembling the bag, take your quilted front and your interior piece without the zipper pocket and place them wrong sides together. With your long zippered loop with the exterior in, match up the notches you made and pin in place. Sew around the edges at 1/4 inch, making sure to go slow around the curves. Do the same with your other pieces. Place the exterior and the zippered pocket wrong sides together and match the notches with the ones on the loop. Before you sew, grab your webbing and measure in about 20 inches and cut, giving you now 2 pieces of webbing. Stuff the excess webbing inside your bag and line up the raw edge with one of your seams. Do the same with the other piece on the other seam. Sew around your raw edges at 1/4 inch. Take your pinking shears and trim your seam allowances. This helps to prevent fraying from wear and tear. You're more than welcome to finish these seams with binding, but I found that using pinking shears is a bit quicker and still looks clean. Turn your bag right side out and grab your buckle and slider. Separate the buckle and set aside the piece with the teeth. On your shorter piece of webbing, thread the end through your other buckle piece about 2 inches. Fold the end down 1/4 inch and stitch it down to your webbing, sewing your buckle inside. With your other strap, start by inserting the end through the slider, up one opening and down the other. Then grab your other buckle piece and insert the end of the strap from the top down. Now take the end of the strap and thread it back through the slider piece underneath the part that is already there. Fold the end down 1/4 inch and stitch it down, creating a loop through the slider. Adjust your strap to your desired length and your crossbody bag is ready for adventure. This roomy bag is great for holding all the necessities that you will need for any endeavor that you embark upon. Safe travels, and until next time, happy sewing everyone!